I'm Yvette Fielding, and this week I brought my team to a place that many believe only exists in legend. A place filled with mysteries, headless phantoms and desperate ghosts. Welcome to Most Haunted and Sleepy Hollow. Situated less than 50 miles north of New York City, Sleepy Hollow lies on the banks of the Hudson River. Famed throughout the world for the tale of Ichabod Crane and the Headless Horseman, the legend of Sleepy Hollow is believed to have its origins in real events. Washington Irving, who wrote the book back in 1820, is said to have found inspiration from the story of a British major named Andre, who was hung for spying on this spot in 1780. It is believed, some say, that he is the Headless Horseman. The character of Ichabod Crane is said to have been based on Jesse Merwin, a local schoolmaster. However, the characters from the book and film are not the only phantoms said to haunt this place. Sleepy Hollow graveyard hides many unknown spirits that seem to seep from the soil in the dead of night. Relatively unexplored in paranormal circles, the unexplained whispers coupled with the eerie mist give this place a feeling that the dead walk amongst us. Featuring prominently in Washington Irving's The Legend of Sleepy Hollow, this Dutch colonial-style chapel fosters and propagates all that is eerie in the confines of the Sleepy Hollow area. Among the many ghosts that are said to wander this place, the most prolific phantom is that of a lady wrapped in a cape, as though she's looking for something. But it's not just here that she's seen. A ghost has been seen here in the cemetery. As well as this apparition, there have been many strange occurrences witnessed here. Noises and strange mists seem to emanate from beneath the ground. But one of the most alarming figures is that of a tall man wearing dark clothing. He walks purposefully from between the gravestones and monuments. Some people believe that he's the legendary Headless Horseman. Others believe that he's a murdered soldier. One thing that they can all agree on is that this apparition has no head. Although collapsed many years ago, this is where a bridge once stood. Not just any bridge, but the bridge that helped start the Sleepy Hollow legend. As a large black charger carrying a seemingly headless rider rode across it, running down and killing its terrified victim. On certain nights, the sounds of hooves can be heard galloping in this area, along with the cries of a man in fear of his life. Some say he can be seen running through the woods, trying to escape his pursuer, followed by the terrifying image of the Sleepy Hollow's very own Headless Horseman. So, do the dead walk amongst the living here, or is it all just legend? We have 24 hours to find out. Given its eerie status as one of America's most haunted villages, what can historian Leslie Smith and the mayor of Sleepy Hollow, Philip Zegarelli, tell us about this place?
We're standing here in one of the earliest Dutch settlements in America. A very important place with some very important history and, of course, ghosts to go with it.
During Halloween, which is our big time here, it is very important to understand that people have actually claimed to have seen either the Headless Horseman or have seen apparitions.
He comes here to this place. Some say he weaves between the graves, a distant dark figure, and as you draw close, there's no head. Others say you hear thundering of a horseman, and as he gets closer and closer, you draw back to pull away and look up, and there's no head. Some say he comes from the War of Independence, but others say he came from the 1760s war between the French and the Indians. The other legend, of course, is the lady in the blue bonnet, but the one I like even better is the white lady who screams and howls. It's said she came out one bitter cold winter, and as the wind circled around her while she was looking for her husband, who was late home, she stumbled upon his lifeless body and lay upon him. And she lay upon him because she tried to warn him, but it was far too late. And I'm afraid she lost her life, laying across in the snow, Romeo and Juliet of Sleepy Hollow.
I do believe there's a special spirit and a haunting in this area. I know it's hard from a scientific point of view to rationalize it, but people have claimed to have seen apparitions, or certainly during certain times of the year and in different parts of the cemetery, there is this feeling, you get this sense of being. Certainly with the Headless Horseman and in some other areas where some of the mausoleums are. It's a very strong feeling on the part of people, and I can honestly say that I've had that feeling myself.
As a team, it is always an honor to conduct an investigation into a place of such legend. I'm keen to ask parapsychologist Dr. Kieran O'Keefe what his thoughts are prior to tonight's exploration. How excited are you to be here?
It's so fantastic. I've always dreamed of coming to a location that truly has a connection, a literary connection of this greatness, and it's superb.
And the author of the legendary Sleepy Hollow,
Washington Irving.
There he is. That's his family grave plot. So, about the whole place here, Sleepy Hollow, many people have seen a couple of apparitions, but obviously the one that I want to talk about is the large figure, this gentleman who's dressed in black. Many people believe that he is the Headless Horseman. Other people believe that he could be a murdered soldier. How come all these people are seeing the same apparition and he's got no head? Well, they can't all be wrong, or are they all making it up?
No, I don't think we're dealing with people that are necessarily making up. There might be an aspect of that, but you've got people giving very detailed reports. But also remember that they're saying that it's a dark figure, and then they're saying, oh, it might be a military man, it might be the Headless Horseman. So there is discrepancy in terms of what the man is actually wearing. Even though it's a dark clothing, people are interpreting different time periods, essentially. So there are differences between the accounts. In addition to that, remember that from 1859, when Washington Irving died and was buried here, from that point onwards, this area had this legend about the Headless Horseman. And even, I think there are references to it even before then. So we've got this great legend. And just imagine people coming into this particular area and feeding the legend, creating their own story, even having their own experiences, which may be genuine, they may be hallucinations, but it all adds and exaggerates the whole legend here.
Well, we're going to be in for a very interesting evening. I'm really looking forward to this.
Yeah, it's going to be very different, isn't it?
Joined by medium and psychic artist Brian Shepherd, the Most Haunted team prepare to investigate the village of Sleepy Hollow. Brian has already sketched spirits from beyond the grave he believes walk this place. Will we too be witness to these spirits when we begin our investigation?
I just feel there's a substance here. There's something else here.
Oh, it's getting more freakier now, isn't it?
I have heard what sounded like thundering hooves. The Most Haunted team are in the state of New York. We are here to carry out a paranormal investigation into the village of Sleepy Hollow, the supposed home of the Headless Horseman. Said to be one of the most haunted places in America, we begin our exploration with a walk-around, accompanied by parapsychologist Dr. Kieran O'Keefe and medium Brian Shepherd. For me and for Kieran, what we're interested in, a lot of people have told us during our years of doing this that graveyards don't have ghosts. There's no spirits here because they're all dead, they've all passed on. Do you think that's true? And if it's not true and you're finding that there are spirits here, can you tell us about them?
Now, I kind of agree, you know, in that all the people that are lying around here in these graves certainly didn't die here. So why would they come back and haunt here?
Yes.
In a sense. They're associated with somewhere else.
Yeah.
Well, having said that, you know, there is something.
Oh, good.
Now, I can't put my finger on it. Earlier on, I was walking around here, and I went out into the, you know, wooded areas. And, you know, I'm an artist. I started to sketch a bit out on a pad. And lo and behold, I find myself putting in strange shapes. I'm thinking, well, they're not trees. And then part of a face. I just feel there's a substance here. There's something else here. Now, I haven't put my finger on it yet, but, you know, as I walk along here, you know, a few names might pop into my head. Now, I mean, let's face it, a lot of people to choose from. And thankfully, I'm not blind. I could be looking at tombstones.
Yeah.
You know. But there are a few names buzzing around.
Tell us,
you know,
tell
like,
us the name.
An obvious one is Samuel.
Yeah.
Samuel. That's a name that's popped in. Can I do a certain? I can't do a surname at the moment. Abraham pops in. There's a Howard comes into my mind. Okay. Also a lady. I mean, there are lots and lots of ladies buried here, obviously.
Yeah.
But I feel there's a tie-in to the Dutch. Okay.
Right.
So a grand lady. From, I don't know, a double or triple-barreled name, something like Eleanor or something, okay?
Her name is Eleanor
von blah, 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 yeah, something like that, okay?
Do you think there's activity that goes on, or do you think they're just showing themselves as in shadowy figures?
Well, so far, that's exactly what I think, that it's shadowy figures.
Obviously, we know, everybody knows the legend of Sleepy Hollow and what it's associated with, the Headless Horseman. I'm going to ask you the obvious question. Do you sense a Headless Horseman, you know, in this part of the cemetery?
No.
You don't?
No, I don't. Of course, we're talking about a book and a film and fiction. Where did it all come from?
Yeah.
The author, Irving,
Yeah.
Washington Irving.
Yeah.
Is there somewhere in history something that suggested to him a soldier, a beheading? Putting those elements together, we come up with a piece of fiction. Look to the basis of that fiction. What did he hear as maybe he walked through those woods?
Well, I think we should go to the woods, because that's where you were drawing earlier. That's where you picked up the figures.
Yeah.
You want to go there?
I
Where
do.
Irving would, you know, would have Washington Irving would have gone there.
Yeah.
With the sun setting and Brian believing that there is more to discover elsewhere in Sleepy Hollow, we make our way to the woods and to the Headless Horseman Bridge.
Right, we're heading towards the woods now. And it's amazing, the fireflies are just beautiful, aren't they? I've never seen fireflies before.
No.
Let's go this way.
And can I say, it was around this area here that I spoke of earlier, you know, the
It
sketching.
was around here.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Now we're walking across the bridge here. And Kieran and I want to know if you sense anything with this bridge. Do you sense a haunting? Do you sense a presence with it? Anything at all?
Or any characters associated
bridge?
with the bridge?
Not really.
If you just be honest,
all
just
right,
say
well,
if you don't.
let's
if you
look
do.
at it. Let's just look at it. Well, I don't really. I mean, it's quite rustic looking, isn't it? To say the least. But you're asking me if there's anything significant and
Yeah.
about it? Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
No, not really.
I have to admit, I find it very, very strange because, you know, if you know anything about the Irving story, about the legend of Sleepy Hollow,
well,
I'm not giving too much away by saying one of the significant parts of the story features on the bridge, and this is known as, or called, the Sleepy Hollow Bridge.
You said a bridge, yeah? There's a significance and the story, it figures in the story. Is it this bridge, though? Do you know what it looks to me? It looks as though it's been built to look this way. It's been built to look old. The real bridge, the bridge that you're talking about, is not this bridge.
Do you want to go to that bridge?
I'm drawn to it.
Fantastic. Let's go to that bridge.
You see, I'm getting a strong feeling now. So the bridge that was
Yeah.
is very close to us.
Okay. You want to get up onto the bridge?
Yeah.
Oh, right. Everybody be really, really
Well, now-
careful.
Now here we go.
Yeah. What are you feeling
Look,
then?
look at this. I mean,
Don't step back.
no, I'm not going to. But
Yeah.
this belongs here. You know, many people have gone over this bridge.
How old would you say this bridge was then?
Si- Early 16, 1700s, something
so
like
really
that. I
quite
mean,
late.
old, you know. I mean, but 16, maybe, I don't know.
Now, you say you feel a presence here, or possibly feel a presence with this
I believe
bridge.
that someone has, you know, we were talking earlier on about the basis of this fiction and
Yes.
all that sort of thing.
Yeah.
I believe that someone stood here and yeah, they did experience something. I don't know what that something was, but it maybe induced the author we've spoken about
Right, okay.
to write that story.
Right. Okay, let's just bring Leslie in to see how we've done so far.
Okay.
Leslie?
Here I am. I've been
Couldn't
listening.
see, it's so dark,
I
isn't
know,
it?
it is incredible, isn't
So,
it?
all the information that Brian's come out with, what do we think so far?
So far, he's doing really very well. I'm particularly impressed with the timing that he's getting on things. This was a very early settlement, one of the earliest settlements, in fact. You said Dutch, I know, and that was
Yeah,
right as
yeah,
well.
yeah.
And you found the bridge. There's no question that he's found the original bridge, you weren't fooled for a minute, were you, by the
No,
rustic sort
I
of
mean,
development?
please,
So that was
yeah.
interesting. Working our way down here, and the date's right, you see, because Sleepy Hollow was established in about 1640.
Right, okay, so we're bang on.
Perfect. Well done.
excellent.
Brilliant, let's
Thank
get ready
you.
and go for it.
Let's go.
Oh,
There'll be some stuff tonight, I think.
Brian has led us to the real bridge that might well have witnessed events detailed in the book, The Legend of Sleepy Hollow. As we switch to night vision, will we witness similar events as the night progresses?
There's one open. There's an open too.
That sounded like a horse. Listen, did you hear it?
I did.
Come on, do something for you here.
Leslie, Kieran and Brian make their way back to the cemetery, while Carl, Stuart, Kath and I stay here in the woods, where we'll also be camping for the night.
Any spirits? What was that? Did you hear that?
Heard something.
Like crying.
That was over there.
Is that what you heard? Yeah.
Can you show on a torch over there?
Yeah, it was.
What was that? Did you hear that?
Heard something.
Like crying.
What was that? Did you hear that?
Heard something.
Like crying.
Did you hear that, Stu?
Yeah, I heard something, mate.
What's your wires? What's your wires?
Oh, it's getting more freakier now, isn't it? This is horrible.
Why don't we sit on these things and let's call out?
Is anybody here for any sticks? Please come out and talk to us. You throw something? Make a noise. Please.
What was that?
Well, I can go here.
Do you realise how absolutely dangerous this is?
Terrible, isn't it?
Walking around in a forest in America at night.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, it ain't.
They could potentially die.
Can you hear that now? It sounds like a
I hear the crickets.
Having arrived at the cemetery, Kieran, Brian and Leslie decide to investigate a mausoleum filled with dead bodies. It is believed to be haunted by lost souls, still to find eternal rest.
It's a rare honour to have the opportunity to go in such a place, especially with the dog powering. And there are actually corpses in here.
What was that?
Get out.
What was that? What was that noise? What was that?
It's a noise of Spain, or no, there was a wine.
I heard the wine sound. That wasn't nice. That wasn't nice.
So everybody heard the noise.
Don't make me
Yes.
stand here, it's too frightening.
It's not nice, is it? What was that? What was that?
Spirits. Spirits in this place. This mausoleum.
Do you stand over here?
This crypt. This mausoleum.
Do you stand over here?
This crypt. This mausoleum.
Do you stand over here?
This crypt. Something in here.
Can you hear that?
Yeah, of course.
What is it?
Yeah, but it might be a plane outside.
It sounds like a drum. What is that sound? It sounded like a drum.
Did it? Oh, it might be the alarm from the town.
Oh,
Might have been that.
but you know, it sounded like a dinner gong, like time, time, time. Brian, don't stay in there.
Hold on, I'm in motion.
George just went out. I'm out.
The strange noises in the mausoleum and the woods are very unsettling. But are they echoes of the Headless Horseman? And as the night continues, will we be confronted by this fearsome phantom?
That sounded like a horse.
There it is again! There it is again! Oh, there it is again! There it is again! There it is again! I heard it! Yes, I did! I heard it!
The Most Haunted team are investigating the village of Sleepy Hollow, home of the legend of the Headless Horseman. But is the horseman just fiction, or is it fact? We're investigating the woods where this phantom is said to prey. Already we have heard strange noises emanating from beyond the trees, and now we are about to conduct a vigil at a base camp we set up earlier in the day. Will we be followed by these noises, and might the phantom manifest before us?
Do you want to do a bit of pulling out of the tent? So
Yeah, let's do a bit. Should we do a bit of tent calling?
Yeah.
What's that noise, guys? Oh, sorry a minute. Hold on, Carl.
Huh?
Sounds like chains being rattled.
Changing it. Where?
I'm not saying it for the sake of saying it. It sounded like chains being rattled.
Should we do a bit of tent calling?
Yeah.
What's that noise, guys? Oh, sorry a minute. Hold on, Carl.
Should we do a bit of tent calling?
Yeah.
What's that noise, guys? Oh, sorry a minute. Hold on, Carl.
Does anybody here make a noise? Make the tent move. Throw things at the tent. Rattle the tent like this. Come on. If you've been watching us, do something like that.
What the hell's going on?
What was that?
Carl, yeah, take the camera out there. Just have a look.
Something was just thrown in here.
Right, metal.
There's nothing outside.
Now, do you need this light?
There's nothing outside.
Can you hear it? What was it?
It's jingling, whatever it is.
Oh, hang on, was it this? I think it was this. Something just went like that.
Ah, Carl, get your camera here. What the
What?
on my arm?
What?
It's a tarantula. Get the off me now. Carl. He's up.
It's not a tarantula, it's just a little spider.
Get it off me.
It's a little spider. The
Bollocks, it's about 8 foot long. Where is it? I'm not... Bollocks, I'm going to get bit from that.
You're not going to get bit. It has got teeth. Oh, it's on me! It's on me! Ah! It's on me! It's on me! It was on me! Ah.
Where is it?
It's stupid. What a way to make a living. Oh,
Let me just look for it.
Let me just look for it. Obviously, it's that big.
hey, you girls would have got into orbit. That was it was you.
Yeah, but what made our tent move like that? I said, move the tent like this, and I battered the tent. And then it did it.
Come on, if you're here, do something to the tents.
Who was that then?
Who's that?
That sounded like a horse. Did you hear that?
Is that one of you lot?
Who's outside? Who's outside, Carl? Just have a look outside, will you?
No one outside. Our tent's just gone like someone bashing the top of it.
See?
Right.
It's just literally gone. It's like. It wasn't any you, was it?
Is anybody here? Please hit the tent. Make this noise. Come on. Come on, do something. Let us know that you're here. Oh! What was that?
That was right here.
I've got my camera pointed directly at your tent.
What was it?
It was like a...
Was it a flick?
I
heard it.
I don't know if it was a flick. I think it was more like a stamp outside. Outside this side. The other side of us.
With the return of Kieran, Leslie and Brian, we decide that both the mausoleum and the woods need further investigation. Kieran, Brian, Leslie and I stay at our base camp in the woods, while Carl, Stuart and Kath make their way to the graveyard.
What's in there?
There's an open tomb.
Oh.
There is an open tomb. There's a name in it.
Oh, look, Kath, look at that. It's open.
Oh. I'll stand out in case any bears come in.
If there's any bears coming, you're going to be safer inside here. Close that.
Shut the door.
Shut that door. This is unbelievable, this place. Look at this.
Got a great idea.
What?
If I climb in here, you put that up, but then I'll actually be walled inside a tomb. Okay. If I shout, can you get that off straight away?
Can we just check the nobody else got fire?
Well, do you want a safe word then, Carl?
Just, yeah, get me the out there, will be good.
If there are any spirits near us, let us know that you're here. Is that you? Did you hear that crackle?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, I did. Is there anybody else around the back of the tent at all? Just us? It sounded like a twig snapping. Yeah, it did. Did you hear a twig snapping? Oh, they wouldn't hear that in there.
No, not from over here.
No, to be honest.
Not from over here.
But there's lots of creatures in here.
Yeah.
Lots of animals we're not used to, like
Yeah.
raccoons and things. Come on! Walk towards us! Show yourself! Please! We don't mean you any harm. We just want to talk to you. Come on, listen. Did you hear that?
Did you hear it?
Yes, I did.
What was that?
I am not joking.
What the hell was that?
Right, just
Can this door flat close?
Right, no. Can I just tell you what I've heard? And you won't. Right.
What?
I have heard what sounded like thundering hooves. We don't mean you any harm. We just want to talk to you. Come on, listen.
Did you hear that?
Did you hear
Yes,
it?
I did.
We don't mean you any harm. We just want to talk to you. Come on, listen.
Did you hear that?
Did you hear it?
Yes, I did.
No.
That's what it sounded like to me. Leslie, did it not sound like that to
I
you?
thought it was the river, but it wasn't.
It wasn't. It was going dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
From where?
Over there. Well, for me, it was over there. Now I know what galloping hooves sound like, and that was galloping hooves. I am not joking.
Really?
That was really clear to me. There it is again.
Listen, I heard that.
That was really clear to me. There it is again. That was really clear to me. There it is again. 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 There it is again.
You heard it?
Yes, I did. I heard it. You're right. It was so clear.
I'm not hearing it
What
at
the
all.
hell is it? Don't tell me you didn't hear it over there. You must have heard it.
There it is again. There it is again.
I thought it was that way.
Yes,
Or that
me
way.
too. Yeah, it was there. There. I feel like I'm in the money.
Oh!
What the hell was that then? Go on, Kath, get out.
No, it was inside. No, I was inside.
Was someone at the door?
That was someone throwing something at the door. Right, okay. Okay, right, are you jumping in then?
Right, okay.
See, after all the things I've done, this is probably the most stupid. You know, we say that every time we do something like this, don't we?
Oh.
Hey?
Hang on. Hang on a second. Let me just get...
Alright, get yourself set first.
They give you plenty of room, don't they?
Stuart, what's going on over there? Alcohol.
Just what I need. Here, go on.
Okay. If there are any spirits in this mausoleum, could you please show yourself? We have a person laid down in 20.
The sound of oncoming hooves and the activity in the mausoleum suggest to us that the spirits of Sleepy Hollow are amongst us. Will these spirits make themselves known to us as we continue to investigate this most haunted of places?
Did you hear that?
Right, I've just heard a tap above me and it's like something's moving around above me. Is there anything up there?
Number 2, there's a body up here.
Okay, come on, do something else if you're here. Please, make a sound. Oh! That's it, get me out of here.
The Most Haunted team are in the state of New York, investigating the legend of Sleepy Hollow. Our initial investigations have revealed the sound of horses galloping and other unexplained events. Carl, Stuart and Kath are focusing their attentions on a mausoleum in Sleepy Hollow's graveyard, where Carl has placed himself inside a crypt surrounded by only marble and the dead, while Brian, Kieran, Leslie and myself are investigating the woods nearby.
The worst thing about it is, although we're having a laugh falling over the trees and stuff, there have been deaths here, and quite substantial ones. I don't mean in the graveyard.
Kieran, that's you, isn't it? What? Kieran?
Yeah, what?
Moving around.
I'm not moving around, I'm sitting on the log.
I'm standing still.
Oh, well, what was that then? Crunching around the back of us?
I've got Brian in shot.
No, I just heard something like around the back of us. Yeah, moving around the back.
Around the back.
If there are any spirits, any astral beings here with us now, come on, we know you're there. Reach out to us now. Come on, throw something, touch one of us.
Is that you, Kieran?
Doing what?
I heard that thump. I heard that thump. Did you hear it?
Yeah, we heard it out here too.
Throw something, touch one of us.
Is that you, Kieran?
Throw something, touch one of us.
Is that you, Kieran? Do you sense anyone, Brian?
I'm not sure. I do. I have a bit of a feeling, and it's over to my left-hand side. I feel a bit of some energy over to my left-hand side.
If you can hear us, see us.
What is that smell? I can smell like...
Flesh.
It's like formaldehyde.
Ew.
It's like a... Right, guys.
Yeah?
I'm just... Are you anywhere that...
I'm on the other side of you, Carl. I have to be.
It's like something's moving around above me. Is there anything up there?
Yes, there are two.
Number 2, there's another body above you. That's me hanging. I'm on the other side. Oh, what the f*** is that?
See? That's what I'm... Shh.
If you're in here with me... Oh! What the was that?
I think that was me. I think it was. I'm not sure.
Guys? Yeah. I'm hearing strange noises in here. We're here, Africa. Yeah, but they seem to be in here.
Well, do you think it's best time to get out?
No, wait a minute.
I believe he's here.
What's his name?
Major Andre, as far as I know.
Okay. Why is he here? Did you hear that? I didn't. What was it? I am sorry. I know this sounds really stupid again, but I'm hearing... What the hell was that? That was a growl. I'm really stuff associated with horses. Why is he here? Did you hear that? I didn't. What was it? Why is he here? Did you hear that? I didn't. What was it? Major! Major! Come forward. Come towards us, Major. We invite you to walk towards us.
Something about a woman as well. There's something about a woman I can't... But I know a woman's involved. I don't know why, but I know there's a woman who's very significant.
Come on, do something if you're here. Oh! That was in here. That was in here. Okay, come on, do something else if you're here. Please, make a sound. That's it, get me out of here.
Right.
Ow, there.
You're right.
Bollocks. Oh, can you get me out?
Yeah, I'm trying to get you out right now.
Oh, you right, Stu?
Yeah. Yeah, let's do it. Right, come. I got the camera, dude. I got it.
Did you hear that?
Yeah. Kath. What's up? What's your feet on there? Yeah, that's it. Come on, man. You alright? You won't get me going in there, you crazy. No way. It stinks in there as well.
It's starting to smell of like rotten flesh.
I can smell it.
Bang.
Yeah. Is that what that smell is?
Yeah, did you hear?
Oh.
told you, there's only me in there, I'm on camera.
We could hear it. What's this for, Carl? What is that?
It must be just for ventilation.
Oh, it must be a skylight.
Right, I'm going.
What the hell was that?
That was inside, that's not outside. That was inside.
That scared the life out of me, that.
Do you know what I can smell?
What?
Earth.
You know dirt?
Yeah.
What, as in dead?
Yeah.
Well, I suppose soil
Oh,
is.
no, sorry. Right,
Right,
bye.
let's go.
Tra.
What the was that?
I don't give a
You're on your own, BT.
I'm
Come on,
going
let's
out.
get going, Kat.
We continue to investigate this sinister corner of Sleepy Hollow until the first shafts of daylight start to creep through the trees. Events throughout the night have both frightened and intrigued us. But what does parapsychologist Dr. Kieran O'Keefe make of it all?
Most Haunted's investigation of Sleepy Hollow was an exciting one. It was dynamically different to any investigation that we had ever conducted. We were camping in a graveyard. Yvette, Leslie, Brian and myself stayed at base camp, and almost immediately we started to hear the sounds of galloping hooves. It was almost as though there was a horse right next to us galloping.
We just want to talk to you. Come on. Listen.
Did you hear that?
Did you hear it?
Yes, I did.
What was that?
I am not joking.
What the hell was that?
Right, just
Let this door flat closed.
Right, no. Can I just tell you what I've heard? And you won't. Right. Yeah. I have heard what sounded like thundering hooves.
Now, for the first 3 or 4 times, Brian and I couldn't hear what the ladies were hearing. But after a while, when we listened intently and exited the tents, we could hear what sounded like galloping hooves. At the same time as this vigil, Carl, Stuart and Kath were conducting a vigil in a locked mausoleum. Now, there was an open space here where bodies were previously laid, and Carl, being the adventurous sort, volunteered to climb in. He did seem to get very, very spooked and actually asked to be taken out.
Okay, come on, do something else if you're here. Please, make a sound. Oh, that's it, get me the out of here.
I think, having spoken to Carl, Stuart and Kath, the experience in the mausoleum for all of them was a very frightening one. In terms of the banging sounds, these could be attributed to Carl's movement. But all in all, their fearful reaction, in my opinion, is down to simple psychology. Overall, Most Haunted's investigation of Sleepy Hollow was a unique one, but also a very exciting one.
The Most Haunted investigation into the legend of Sleepy Hollow has been an awakening experience. Once again, unexplainable events of a paranormal nature have pursued us throughout the night. But have we proved beyond doubt that when the sun sets, the Headless Horseman rides? It's up to you to decide. Until next time, sleep tight.